What is going on, everybody, today out there in the wonderful world of YouTube? Welcome back to another exciting edition of Mullis is Outside Again, aka hashtag moaoutdoors. What we're going to do today is we're going to build a range stand, just a quick range stand to take out to the shooting range. You can shoot your pistols, your rifles, your muzzle loaders, your shotguns, get ready to pattern your shotguns for turkey season. Heck, you could even put it in front of some type of stopping target for your bow and shoot your bow into the cardboard. Just something to kind of prop some cardboard up against a berm or a backer for you to shoot at. I know myself personally, it seems like every time I go out to the range, there's never any stands, or if there were a couple that were left out there, they are shot to crap by somebody. So to me, it's just easier to build and make your own and take it out there. That way you don't have anything to worry about. You're prepared and you don't have to get out there and try to scrounge for something to shoot at. So the way we're going to do this here today is I picked up some scrap wood, kind of a just mix out here. Some of these down here were some pieces of treated 2x4. Got these some freebies from somebody, and same somebody that was throwing this mess right here away had some ripped pieces, some 2x pieces of just looks like some regular spruce, something like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the base out of the treated because it's a lot heavier, and just in case a little breeze picks up, it won't blow our cardboard over. And the uppers will be the spruce because it's cheap, it's really easy to replace and make. So if we bump it a couple of times or knock a few holes in it or whatever happens, sometimes what happens because we're going to be shooting a smoke pole when this video probably this video come out, and then we'll be shooting the smoke pole, the new Jakar 45 caliber Kentucky rifle after this. So I don't know where that thing's going to shoot at, so we'll just have to see on that. Never even shot a Kentucky rifle before. It's all iron sight. I'm going to try to shoot it at 20, 50, and 100 yards to see if I can plug one out there. So what we're going to do here, let me get over here and show you what all you're going to need for this video. Okay, what we're going to need in this video, obviously wood, whatever you can get your hands on. If you want to go buy whatever you want to do with it, and you're going to need something to cut with, which will be, in this case, I'm going to be using my table saw over there for everything today. Because table saw is great. You can miter, you can rip, you can do everything on it. You'll need a pencil to mark with. You'll need some sort of measuring device. I'm using my trusty old measuring tape I've had forever. You'll need speed square. Make sure your lines are all nice and square in shape, what they're supposed to be. Let me show you a couple little tricks on that. A drill or a screwdriver at the end to drive the screws into the wood. And you'll need some screws. What I'm using today is just basic 3-inch construction screws, number 9. Outside, these things last for forever, especially for what I want to do with this. I'm not going to just be leaving it outside. I want to take it in and out, so as far as I know, the base will probably last me forever. All right, let's measure these bad boys down. What I've got here, this, because of its short size, I want it to be my centerpiece. So let's see what we got here. Wrong end. All right, this one is a little over, so we're going to do this one 17 inches. Mark it off at 17 inches here. That should square it off. You can see it's got kind of a jagged, rough end down here, and that is not going to, be all wonky when you try to put it into the stand. So I'm going to square this baby right here off. Speed square out on the factory edge. Put it right along to your mark, and you should be able to take that off perfect. Square it up at 17. This bad boy we have, let's see what we got here. Boy, we have got 34.5, so 34.5 divided by 2, 17 1/4. So we'll mark this one off 17 1/4. 17 1/4. Again, throw our speed square on there. Now, while I got the table saw out doing all this, I will rip this down the middle. It's important. Go all the way through your sides and find the side that has the nastiest, gnarliest looking knots, because these are going to be your problem children. And to me, it's always easier when you're doing it. I'm going to feed it in from this direction. That way I hit the back side of this knot, and hopefully it won't bust or knock this knot out. But it looks like we should avoid pretty much all the rest of them ripping down the middle of this, except for going through that one knot right there. So, and this, I'm just going to leave the entire length of this. I don't even know how long this is, but you know, from the ground up, that's pretty doggone good and high. So let's see, how many inches is this? Just to say we measured it, let's see how many inches we got here. That is 64 inches, 5 foot 4 inches. But what we need to know on this one, we need to know the center. So let me bring y'all in here a little bit closer, and I'll show y'all a pretty cool trick about finding the center here. Alright, here's your little cool trick right here about finding the center of running this thing right here down. You can take your speed square, put it on here. You see you've got these notches and a pivot down here at the bottom. What you want to do, you want to hold this thing down here at this end so it will pivot just like this. It's an old trick a guy showed me a long time ago back in framing days. And you take it, and you see it right there. It's at basically about a little over 1.5. Well, a little bit more aggravating to get, try to do that number in your head. But if you pivot this thing up to the next whole number, which is 2, right there on the corner of the board, and you divide in the middle, right here in the 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. Hit that 1 right there. Now, you come back over this side. You measure it. That baby right there is 7/8. 7/8, dead down the center. You can't get no better than that. One of the things that I like to do once I get my notches here, just to kind of help me line my blade up on my table saw, so I go ahead and measure me out. Looks like somebody had already centered that hole, whatever it was used for to start with. So these two right here are dead down center, and this will help me line my blade up, because sorry to say the tapes on these tape measures on these table saws ain't always exact. So once I get my shelf set up, it'll all be good and done. Alright, now that we're back over here at the table saw and I have my miter set up for the table saw, just go ahead and set up my blade to the thickness that I need. Word of caution, always keep your fingers away from the table saw. I thought that would be common sense. To some people, obviously it's not over the years that I've seen. So, start this baby up. Like I said, fingers away from the table saw. Oh, by the way, always wear your safety eye protection, and probably need ear protection too, but I'm about deaf from shooting and playing in rock bands for years, so oops to me. Now, I'm gonna get a rail out here, set this baby up. That's about right. Pretty much about dead on right down the center with the tape measure. So, get this baby on the road. And where is my... Here it is. Okay. Couldn't see it. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Keep my pushing stick handy. So, here we go. All right. This come out really good. It didn't even. Those come out really good. It didn't even splinter that knot. It's very good. All right, now still got all my digits. So now let's go over here and get into the building and measuring part. All right, now we're about to put this thing together, put the center in here, and honestly, it's a target stand and ain't got to be perfect. So to save a little bit of time, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Match both these guys up here up good. Put the square on them. That's pretty close to dead center. Pretty close anyway. Now, it's going to be my outside. This big boy, grab us out some screws. Where's my flatter surface? Yes, where's my flatter surface? Okay. Easiest just to go ahead and get these started up here. Down to where I put it down on the ground here where I get some leverage on it. Baby up a little bit more. Two babies in there. Now, I'm going to put these through there. At least one side. Yeah. Kind of get me going a little bit there. Same thing. Let's put these babies on the ground. Can you see on the ground? Let's see. Maybe you can kind of see on the ground what I'm doing here. Wow. Okay. That was very unexpected. Pretty tough stuff here. Go right here up under it. let you just take this baby on down there. Now, the ground we're going to be at is not going to be level in any way, shape, or form. So, alright. Now, take our uppers. I'm going to put our uppers on here, like so. Put them with the wide side out. That way you've got the most to staple onto. I thought I had some 2 inches in there, but I don't have any 2-inch, so instead I'm grabbing 1 5/8, which will be perfectly fine for these. What we're doing, it sticks through fine. Still got a bunch of hole to go in this nice 2x4 down here. So let's get to where we were. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these and put these right here in the corners, each one of these corners, like so. First, I'm going to start them. Poking blue, not yet. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by anything in this video. Milwaukee has no clue who I am, nor any of these other fine products here. It's just stuff I like, and Milwaukee's the bomb. I've had lots of other different brands. These are the bomb. Just telling you. So you know. So you know, so you know. Again, is the eyeballing king. I'm just going to level it best I can with the bottom of this. Will tell you it'd be very nice if we had 3 hands. Alright, now for these bottom ones, so these just lay this baby over, do them like that. You have your upper. Ta-da! And now you have your upper. Very sturdy, not going to blow over really easy. Now we just need to put us a backer on here, which, go get the cardboard. Alright, and now it has come time to attach our cardboard or backer board or whatever you want to use. I'm going to use cardboard because, yeah, I save some of these larger Amazon boxes and just cut them into whatever size pieces that I need. And you can attach them any way you like. You can attach them with screws or nails or tape or I don't know what else you'd attach it with, but I'm going to do it with staples. And as usually, my little snap staple gun, I think the kids used it for some projects, so I'm out of staples in it, and nobody told me, so we're going to attempt to do this with the slap stapler. Let's see how this works. That actually worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. This is probably going to the range with me. Alright, 2 up top, 2 down at the bottom. quite go as planned. That is not going to work. We'll have to get something stronger to put these up on. Yeah, the slap stapler didn't work out so well, so there's always more than one way to skin a cat. I kind of figured it was going to go that way. Some staples aren't very long to send that one. I just had them for throwing down some toilet paper when I rebuilt the little porch. And so I just said screw it. And what I mean by screw it is I'm going to screw it in there with these little 1 1/4 drywall screws, and I bet that'll hold it. Once again, use the right tool for the right job, get a great product. So that is it, everyone, for Mullis is Outside Again. Thank you all so much for joining, and you'll see this here tomorrow. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going out to the range and I'm going to blast this cardboard to pieces with some black powder rifles, the New Jakar Kentucky rifle, and probably even some of my air rifles. Got some pretty cool air rifles I'm going to put up there for y'all. So until next time, thank you all so much for coming along. Please like and subscribe. Y'all have a great day.